exam na hindi lalabas si endocrine? May choice po ba tayo?
Wala po.
Wala po.
No? Okay, I have to orient the new Simplify NCLEX babies here. I have to orient you that wala tayong choice na hindi lalabas si endocrine. Lalabas at lalabas at lalabas si endocrine during our actual NCLEX exam. Pakisulat. Pipe. Pipe. Okay? Sir, ano po yung pipe, sir? Okay, wala tayong choice. The pipe will always, the concept pipe, no? Ito po yung always lalabas sa exam natin. Okay? Sige. So, ano po yung ibig sabihin ng pipe? P stands for pharma. Pharma, pharmacology. Di ba? Yan po yung pinaka-favorite na topic natin, the pharma. Gamot. Lahat po tayo dito, yan po yung pinaka-favorite natin, pharma. Pag sabihin mo, sir, pharma ay wala. No match po yan sa akin, sir. No? Pansit po yan, sir. Hindi ako napapawisan, sir, pag pharma talaga. No? Mga side effect, mga adverse effect, generic name, ano ba yan, brand name, wala problema po yan, sir. No? So always, nandyan always si pharma. Ano pa? Ito, infection control. Safety and infection control. Yan. Okay? Safety and infection control. P. Ano po yung isang P, sir? Psych. Psych. Di ba? Si psych po yung pinaka-favorite din natin. Si psych. Ano lang yan, sir? Therapeutic communication ng katapat yan, sir. No? Antipsychotic medication lang yung katapat niyan at antidepressant medication lang yung katapat niyan. Tsaka, nung paglabas mo, after the exam, nakita mo yung friend mo, ikaw yung nasa psych ng friend mo. Kasi nagiging tularimya ka tulala ka. Tapos sabihin ng friend mo, tell me more how you feel. Natulala ka sa exam, no? Kasi psych yung exam mo, no? I know how you feel. I understand how you feel, my friend, no? Okay, so psych, ano pa? And the last one, E stand for endocrine. Yan. Endocrine. Okay. Sige, pakisulat. Kung sino po yung NCLEX candidate, kung sino po yung USRN na ayaw ng pipe, ayaw niya ng pharma, ayaw ng infection control, ayaw niya ng psych, at ayaw niya ng endocrine system, huwag po kayong mag-take from the month of January to December. Huwag po kayong mag-take sa month of January to December. So, yan. Yeah, pakisulat. Okay, so ang ibig sabihin, huwag na kayo mag-NCLEX. Parang may nakita po ako. Parang may nakita po ako, left the group. May nag-left.
Anong month ulit, sir? Anong month?
January to December, ma'am. January to December.
Oh my God.
Parang may nakita po ako, yung participant kanina is 800, nagiging 770 agad. No, 40 USRN left the group. Diretso 40 USRN left the group agad-agad. So, yun po yung mga USRN na ayaw talaga nila to. No? Hindi talaga nila makain si pharma, infection control, psych, and endocrine system. Pero, okay, sige, with this, naniniwala po ba kayo na pwede natin i-discuss at pwede natin itindihin ang endocrine system disorder in a very simple way? Pwede natin i-discuss yung endocrine disorder in a very simple explanation. Na? Okay, sige. And then, can you take note everything? Kasi tatanungin ko po kayo after the class mamaya, no? Kung kamusta na, no? Naiintindihan na ba ngayon? Okay? Ang endocrine system. Okay? So let's start, no? Let's start discussing antidiuretic problem. Okay? Antidiuretic hormone. Antidiuretic hormone problem. Okay. So first, pag sabihin natin antidiuretic hormone, pag sabihin natin anti-diuretic hormone, the function of anti-diuretic hormone in our body is to reabsorb water only. Pakilagyan po talaga only. Only, no? Reabsorb water only. Meron po bang hormone, no? Meron po bang hormone that reabsorbs water and salt? That is your aldosterone, no? Ngayon pa lang, wag po ma-confuse about the anti-diuretic hormone and aldosterone. Kasi pag sabihin mo anti-diuretic hormone reabsorbs water only. Okay, ulitin ko. Pag sabihin anti-diuretic hormone reabsorbs water only. Pag sabihin mo aldosterone reabsorbs water and salt. Am I clear on that, USRN? Am I clear on that before I will continue? Okay?
Yes, sir.
New Simplify and Class Babies, I want to see exclamation mark in our chat box. No? Himay-himayin natin to. Kasi this is the common pitfall of NCLEX candidate. No? Okay. Okay. Sige, sir. Kailan po ba ma-activate? Kailan ma-activate yung anti-diuretic hormone? Anti-diuretic hormone activates during dehydration. Okay? Anti-diuretic hormone activates during dehydration. Question. Ito po ba yung na-observe nyo sa sarili nyo? Yung pinapawisan ka, yung pawis na pawis ka sa kakasimba or sa mga ginagawa mo, so pawis na pawis ka kasi meron kang ginagawa talaga, no? Na mga yung always niyo gusto na activity, pawis na pawis ka, no? Question, na-observe niyo po ba na parang sobrang konti lang po yung iniihi ko? Napapansin niyo po ba yan? Na parang bakit sobrang konti lang yung inihi ko? No? Yes, that is because of your anti-diuretic hormone. Nag-activate yung anti-diuretic hormone mo, kaya that's the reason why na sobrang konti lang yung naihi mo. That is because of the anti-diuretic hormone. Klaro? Nakuha? If nakuha, I want to see exclamation mark.
That's one bed. Okay. Ako magdasal ka, that's one bed one.
Pabingin na may baba, i-direct na.
Okay, sige, again. Meron po ako naririnig na mic na nakabukas. If still you cannot manage your microphone, I am very sorry. We will put you on the waiting room. We'll put you on the waiting room. Okay.
Sir,
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Jason.
sorry
Yes, sir,
sir,
Jason.
na hindi ko masyadong narinig. Aldosterone reabsorbs water and sodium po, sir.
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay? Sige. Problem under the number one problem under the anti-diuretic hormone problem is we have here diabetes insipidus. Diabetes insipidus. Yan. Diabetes insipidus. Yan. Okay, sir. What is the cause of diabetes insipidus? The common cause of diabetes insipidus, we have here autoimmune. Okay? Autoimmune. And then we also have here because of the surgery. Okay? Because of surgery. Okay? Sige. Okay lang po ba that magdi-discuss tayo, patofisyo, about diabetes insipidus para mas paintindihan natin?
Yes, sir.
Yes, okay. Sige, it's already 9 o'clock and then we have to lock the meeting. Okay, pathophysiology. Okay. Pathophysiology of diabetes insipidus. Ready? Ready? Yan. Tayo. Okay. So, okay. The pathophysiology of diabetes insipidus is all started with the cause. Dahil sa cause. You know, it's either autoimmune or because of the surgery. Okay? Sige. Now, because of the cause, ito po yung dahilan bakit nagkakaroon po tayo decrease anti-diuretic hormone level in the body. Okay. Sige. Decrease antidiuretic hormone. Decrease antidiuretic hormone. Kamusta naman ang reabsorption of water? Nare-reabsorb po ba ng katawan natin ang water if there is decreased antidiuretic hormone? Can they answer?
Of course not.
No, sir.
No.
No, sir. Yes. So, if there is decreased antidiuretic hormone level in our body, magkakaroon po tayo dito decreased reabsorption of water. No? Decreased reabsorption of water. Kasi wala nang taga-hold, sir, ng water. So, if there is decreased reabsorption of water, magkakaroon po tayo dito polyuria. Polyuria. Pag sabihin natin polyuria, ilan po yung urine output per hour? Ilan po yung urine output per hour? That is more than
Less.
30 cc per hour. Okay. That is more than 30 cc per hour. No? Pag sabihin natin polyuria. What about oliguria? What about oliguria? That is less than 30 cc per hour. Okay. Ihe ng ihe ang pasyente. Ihe ng ihe ang pasyente. This will lead to fluid volume deficit. Fluid volume deficit. And fluid volume deficit will lead to dehydration. Dehydration. And dehydration will lead to shock. Shock. Yan. Shock. Okay? Sige, please copy first. No? Please copy first before we'll continue to its signs and symptoms. So far, with this, klaro na ano nangyayari sa diabetes insipidus? With this, klaro na po ba ano nangyayari sa insipidus? May idea na, yan pala yung nangyayari sa diabetes insipidus. After makopy niyo po to, and then I want me to lend me your ears kasi medyo technical po to yung next na i-discuss natin in continuation of the pathophysiology of the diabetes insipidus. Okay? Copy first. Normal value of your creatinine.
0.6 to 1.2.
0.6 to 1.
Yan, galing. Normal value of your BUN.
10 to
10 to 20.
3.5 to 5.1.
Calcium.
Potassium.
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 8.5 to 10.1.
Calcium.
Bakit may narinig po ako?
Calcium.
Bakit may narinig po ako po calcium? Ano po calcium?
Pokari daw. That's a pokari.
Pokari.
Para safe, sir. Para safe.
Po calcium. Po calcium. Po calcium, sir. Grabe, oh. So,
Yung na lang, sir, para
yan.
safe.
Shotgun agad eh. Po calcium. Okay. Pag sabihin natin shock, the signs and symptoms of shock, pakisulat, the signs and symptoms of shock, we have here hypotension.
Taki-taki.
Okay, we also have there hypothermia, and you have there tachycardia and tachypnea and tachypnea. Okay, so please do this. Okay, please do this.
Taki-taki.
Please do this. No, please do this. Okay, ano ibig sabihin? Pag meron kang nakitang shock, and then you have to do this. Ano ibig sabihin yan, sir? Okay, di ba? Pag yung mga sosi, yung mga sosyal na mga babae, pag nagulat po sila, sabi na, ay, shocks. Ang gwapo niya. No? Ay, shocks. Ang pangit niya. Okay, so, bakit? Anong ibig sabihin? Anong ibig sabihin nito? Okay, this is dalawa, di ba, mataas? So, this is your tachycardia and this is your tachypnea. And yung dalawang baba, that is your hypotension and that is your hypothermia. Okay? Nakuha, shocks. Shocks. Tachycardia, tachypnea, hypotension, hypothermia. Nakuha, USRN? Nakuha USRN? You simplify and press babies. I want to see exclamation
Yes,
mark sa
sir.
chat box if nakuha po to. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yan. Daming nagrereklamo doon sa chat box kasi bakit daw
Sir,
na
di ba?
room. Oh.
Sir, laro pulse pressure.
And then, pakilagyan na lang din po dyan Pakilagay na lang din po dyan, you have also here narrowed pulse pressure. Yan, narrowed pulse pressure. Yan. Okay, as I've said kanina, kung nagrereklamo kasi hindi nakapasok sa room, and then it is very important po talaga to read kung ano po yung announcement. Okay? Sige, dehydration. Dehydration. Pag meron po tayong nakitang dehydration, or dito na lang natin ilagay, fluid volume deficit. Mayroon po ba tayong naalala? Dun sa fundamentals of nursing po natin, the signs and symptoms of fluid volume deficit. Okay? Naalala niyo po ba si flat neck vein? May nakaalala pa ba ni flat neck vein? Okay? May naalala pa ba about weight loss? Okay? Weight
Yes,
loss.
weight
Okay?
loss.
Side
Weight
notes.
loss.
Side notes
Tremor.
tayo dito. Side notes tayo
Tremor.
dito. Ano nga po yung weight? Weight is the sensitive indicator of fluid imbalance.
Imbalance.
Fluid imbalance. Okay? Sige. Okay. Weight loss, you also have here dry mouth. Dry mouth. Kung walang dry mouth, makita natin sa choice, we have there xerostomia. Okay? Xerostomia. And you also have there poor skin turgor. Poor skin turgor. And then for pediatric patient,
Sunken
for pediatric
fontanelle.
patient, correct, you have there sunken fontanelles, and then you have there
Sunken eyeballs.
eyeballs. Yan. Okay? Sunken. Sunken eyeballs. Yan. Okay? Sige. Yan. Dehydration. Fluid volume deficit. Fluid volume deficit. Magkakaproblema din po tayo about the laboratory values. About the laboratory values. Meron po tayo dito. There will be increased hematocrit. Increase hematocrit. Pag sabihin natin increase hematocrit, this indicates for hemo concentration. Hemo concentration. And you also have here decrease central venous pressure. Decrease CBP. Sir, meron pa ba? Yes, meron pa. Okay? But before we will go to the next manifestation of diabetes insipidus, side notes muna tayo dito. Okay. Pakisulat po dyan, osmolality. Okay. Pag sabihin natin osmolality, this is urine flow. Okay? Urine flow. In Tagalog, yan po yung agos. Yan po yung agos ng ihi mo. Okay? Urine flow. Okay? Next. Pakisulat po dyan, urine specific gravity. Urine specific gravity. Pag sabihin natin urine specific gravity, this is your urine concentration. That is your urine concentration. Normal level of your USG, that is your 10 to 1030. That is your 10 to 1030. Okay. Sige. Polyuria. Ihi ng ihi ang pasyente. Kamusta naman ang urine flow? Increase, decrease. So there is decreased urine flow. So patient with diabetes insipidus have increased osmolality. Okay? Have increased osmolality. Okay? Take note dito. Side notes na naman tayo dito. Tips to remember. Osmolality and USG are inversely proportional. Okay? Ano nga ibig sabihin ng inversely proportional? Magkalaban po silang dalawa. If increase yung osmolality, si USG bababa. If increase yung USG, si osmolality bababa. Since there is increased osmolality, here, a patient with diabetes insipidus, magkakaroon po siya ng decreased USG. Decreased urine specific gravity. Okay? So far, everything is clear, USRM? So far, everything is clear before I will continue to the next branch of our pathophysiology. Naiintindihan naman? New Simplify N plus babies, naiintindihan? Naiintindihan? If naiintindihan, I want to see exclamation mark sa chat box. Yan. Okay, sige. Shall we continue? Let's continue. Polyuria. Polyuria. Ihi ng ihi ang pasyente magkakaroon. This will lead to electrolyte imbalance. Okay. Electrolyte imbalance. Okay, sige. Meron po ako example dito para mas maintindihan talaga natin. Okay? Meron ako example po dito para mas maintindihan natin. Pakisulat po dyan, baso. Okay. Baso. This glass, no, this glass represents our body. Yung glass na yan represent yung katawan natin. At ang laman ng glass is you have here salt. Okay. Salt. At yung isang laman sa glass is you have here water. Okay. So inside the glass or in our body, there is balanced amount of salt and water. Okay? Inside the glass or inside our body, there is balanced amount of salt and water. Okay. Sige. Dito, ang example natin dito, sabihin natin that the glass is nabasag yung glass. May crack. May crack yung glass. Ang nangyari is nababawasan ng water. Okay? Nababawasan ng tubig ang glass. Question. Kung nababawasan ang glass ng tubig, ano mangyayari sa concentration of salt inside the glass? Or ano po yung nangyayari sa katawan natin since ang pasyente is ihi ng ihi, inalabas yung tubig inside the body? Magiging maalat, no? Magiging maalat yung concentration inside the glass at magiging maalat yung concentration of sodium inside our body. Kaya for the electrolyte imbalance of patient with diabetes insipidus, magkakaroon po siya dito hypernatremia. Hypernatremia. And then sodium and potassium is inversely proportional. Kaya magkakaroon po tayo dito hypokalemia. Hypokalemia. Hypokalemia will lead to cardiac anomaly. Cardiac anomaly, and that is the reason why patients with diabetes insipidus have prominent U-wave. Prominent U-wave in his or her ECG tracing. Congratulations. That is your simple pathophysio of your diabetes insipidus. Please copy. Bakit tahimik? Yes.
Na-encounter ko lang to dun sa isa sa question dun sa Q-banks nyo. Ano yung difference ng central DI to nephrogenic DI? Magkaiba pa ba ng symptoms yun, sir? Dito sa din.
Ano po yun, ma'am?
Yung central diabetes insipidus tsaka nephrogenic diabetes insipidus. Same lang po ba ng symptoms dito yan?
Parehas lang. Basta diabetes insipidus, parehas lang po yan. Parehas lang yan. Claro? Learning? USRN? Learning? Learning? Parang shock.
Yes,
Parang
sir.
na-shock. Parang na-shock po yung mga bagong USRN natin. Ganito po ba pagkakadiscuss sa college? Yung DI?
Oo.
Hindi.
Isang linggo.
Isang linggo. Yan, tell me if you're done copying so that we'll proceed to the diagnostic test and its management. Do you think yung pathophysio natin, malaking tulong po to during the exam?
Yes. Yes, sir.
If tatanungin tayo, SATA question about manifestation of diabetes insipidus. SATA. Ilang SATA, ilang answer sa SATA yung masasagot mo? Pakibilang. Oo, that is more than 10. Tignan mo, that is more than 10. That is more than 10. Oo. During the exam, sasabihin mo pa sa computer, parang bakit 10 lang yung hiningi mo? Yan, okay? Let's proceed. Can you proceed to the next slide?
Yes,
Sir, may
sir.
question lang po.
Yeah, please.
Yung SATA po ba is sign and symptoms?
Depende. Depende sa question po yan, ma'am. We never know kung ano po yung tinatanong sa question. It's either manifestation, it's either the complication, or it's either signs and symptoms. Ganon. Depende po yan, ma'am.
Ano po
Depende
ba yun?
talaga yan.
An initials o yun mismo yung question?
Hindi. Mismo yung question. You can check. You can check the NGN orientation natin. You can check the orientation
I
natin.
think, ma'am, yung tinatanong mo is
Thank you.
initials portion. Select all that
Sige.
apply.
May question.
Yeah, please.
Okay po. Kasi bago lang ako eh.
Yeah.
May
Okay lang,
question.
ma'am, no problem. Yes.
Sa type of surgery, meron ba sir common with regard sa surgery cause ng diabetes insipidus, may specific po bang surgery or
Transphenoidal hypophyseectomy.
Di ba dito sir yung thyroidectomy? Pasok ba siya sa Pwede ba siya
Hindi. Hyperpituitarism.
Okay sir. Thank you sir.
Hyperpituitarism.
Thank you.
My question po ako,
Oo.
sir.
Yes.
Good morning po. Saan po malagay po sa pathway yung increase ng CREA, BUN, tsaka yung changes sa glomerular filtration po?
You can, ma'am, wag malito about the GFR. GFR is an indicator. Magsabihin natin GFR, ito po yung function. Ilan na lang yung percent ang function ng kidney mo. Okay, GFR represent the functions of your kidney. Kung sabihin natin, normal GFR is 90 to 110. Pag nandun yung GFR mo, ibig sabihin 100% yung kidney mo is functioning. Okay? Pag sabihin mo, 70 na lang yung GFR mo, ibig sabihin 70% na lang yung function ng GFR mo. So GFR really represent your kidney function. Okay? But ang GFR, depende po yan. AKI, bumaba for a certain period of time. Acute kidney injury, bumaba yung GFR for a certain period of time. Pero over time, pwede yan tataas ulit yung GFR. Kasi si AKI is reversible. Reversible si AKI, acute kidney injury. This is reversible. Pero pag sabihin mo CKD is irreversible. Okay? Irreversible. Non-curable. Irreversible. So over time, yung GFR bababa hanggang hindi na mag-function yung kidney mo, and that's what we call ESRD, end-stage renal disease. Okay? So ngayon, dito ma'am, kung sa tanong mo, saan papasok yung creatinine and BUN? Ma'am, tatanungin kita, saan? Saan? Dehydration? Ang dehydration po ba is a number one factor that can affect your kidney?
So central venous pressure.
Okay. fluid volume deficit po ba is the number one factor that is a factor that can affect our kidney? Can you
Yes.
answer yes? Yes.
Yes, sir.
Pero hindi ko muna ilalagay diyan. So pwede natin ilagay pero hindi ko ilalagay diyan yung BUN creatinine kasi that is not very common na answer of your diabetes insipidus. What is written in the white screen, yan po yung common isasagot natin about diabetes insipidus
Okay po.
manifestation
Okay po.
and complication. Okay?
Okay.
Sige po. Thank you.
Ayos.
Thank you. Thank you. Next.
Sir, ano po yung
Yes. Okay. Let me finish first. Ano po, ma'am?
Ano po yung AGOS, AGOS? Yung sa baba po ng urine flow.
Ma'am, ano po yung Tagalog ng flow?
Okay.
Okay. Sige. Okay. Sige po, ma'am. Diagnostic test. Diagnostic test for diabetes insipidus. Okay. Diagnostic test for diabetes insipidus. We have here water deprivation test. Okay? Water deprivation test. Purpose? Una muna tayo sa procedure. Paano ginagawa ang water deprivation test? Okay? Paano ginagawa ang water deprivation test? So, ang nangyayari po dito, withhold water within 24 hours, then check for urine output. Okay. So we know withhold mo, 12 hours lang yan. 12 hours. Sorry. My bad. Okay. Withhold water within 12 hours, then check for urine output. Okay? You have to withhold water within 12 hours, then check for urine output. Okay. Purpose. What is the purpose? The purpose here, if positive urine output within 12 hours na wini-withhold mo ang water, that is an indication that the patient is positive with diabetes insipidus. Okay? So ngayon, next, in the other way around, if negative urine output within 12 hours na wini-withhold mo yung water, that is an indication that the patient have negative with diabetes insipidus. Okay? Please copy. Please copy.
Sir, tanong lang, paano po yung i-withhold yung water so no water intake, NPO po siya?
NPO po siya. Walang water intake within 12 hours.
Okay. Tapos within 12 hours wala siyang intake pero umiihi siya, it means positive siya sa DI.
Correct. Oo.
Thank you po.
Correct.
Sir, ilang cc?
Sir? Ano po, sir? Basta, ganito, kung makaihi yung pasyente, that is a good question. But in NCLEX book, ang nakalagay po talaga doon, kailangan within 12 hours, hindi makaihi yung pasyente. Pero, kung if ever makaihi yung pasyente, yung urine output niya is not more than 30 cc per hour. Okay? Not more than 30 cc per hour. But that is for the actual and clinical experience. But we have to stick in this rule. In NCLEX po talaga, if meron po kayong water deprivation test, there will be, kung meron pong may naka-state po doon that the patient, the doctor instruct to do water deprivation test. But the patient shows manifestation that there is positive urine output. Automatic po yan, positive with DI. Let's stick with the rule. Here. Huwag mag-overthink. Kung ano po yung hindi nakasulat sa board, wag nang isipin po yon. Kasi ano po yung nakasulat sa board, yan po yung lalabas sa exam. Am I clear on that? Am I clear on that?
Yes, sir.
Sir,
Okay.
sir, tanong lang po. Itatanong
Yes.
ko po ba kung kailan magsisimula yung 0 hour nung 12 hours?
Depende yan sa doctor, ma'am. Who will manage the patient? Who is the main manager of the patient? Ma'am, question. Ikaw yung tinatanong ko, ma'am.
Doctor po.
The doctor. Okay. So that is why I keep reminding the review here that you have to remind yourself at all times during the examination that you are a nurse. You are not the doctor. So our scope of work, no, you have to remind yourself always during the exam na kung ano lang po yung scope of work natin, doon lang po tayo magre-revolve yung sagot natin. Okay? I understand that because of your very long experience being a nurse, minsan, the way of thinking natin is parang doktor na din po tayo. Okay, but don't forget that you're not a doctor. You're a nurse. You're a nurse. You're not a doctor. So, in the exam, okay lang po yan. Okay lang po yan during kung nasa duty po tayo, syempre, here in the Philippines, if you're working talaga here in the Philippines, that minsan due to the scarcity of the doctor, minsan matagal din pumunta yung doctor doon sa ward, kahit emergency na, and then we act like a doctor. But this is NCLEX exam. This is the standard practice of nursing profession. So you have to remind yourself at all time that you are a nurse, not a doctor. Am I clear on that? Yes, RN.
Sir?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Sir, yung sinasabing the patient will be in PO and then for 12 hours. And then if the patient has urine output during the 12 hours, it will be positive with DI.
DI.
And then my question is there a certain amount level of urine to be measured during the 12 hours?
Yun na yung sinagot ko kanina, sir. Yun yung sinagot ko kanina. Let's stick with the rule. Though in actual and clinical practice, meron, kung hindi maiiwasan na makaihi yung pasyente, you have to make sure that the urine output is not more than 30 cc. But let's stick with the rule here. What is found in the book, yan po talaga. No? Yan po talaga. It should be, kailangan dun sa question, if the patient undergo water deprivation tests, kailangan within 12 hours, walang urine output. Walang
Yes,
urine
sir,
output.
Sir, actually, yun kasi yung na-encounter natin, sir. Basta ang kwan kasi average na urine output, yung 30 to 50 ml per hour, doon tayo mag-stick na lang para hindi tayo malito. Kasi extreme naman po yung binigay ng NCLEX sa mga
correct.
di ba?
Okay. Sige. So, let's proceed. Management for diabetes insipidus. Management for diabetes insipidus. Sir, lagyan ko Sir Jason DI para hindi mahihirapan, hindi malilito during the pag-print mo. Okay, sige. First priority management is fluid. Okay? Fluid. Now, nakakita ka fluid. Ano nga po yung unang IV solution na dapat mag-pop up sa utak natin?
First
Pag may
tonic.
nakita tayo. Isotonic. Okay, kung walang isotonic, ano po yung next na hanapin natin? Hypotonic. Okay? Hypotonic. Sa awa ng Diyos, ang naririnig ko sa iba is tonic lang talaga. Tonic, sir. Basta tonic yun, sir. Okay? Second prio, no? Second prio is your diet. Diet, okay? As what you can see as what you can see in the pathophysio, meron po tayong decreased potassium level, hypokalemic yung pasyente. So in his or her diet, you have to encourage him or her to take increased potassium intake. Okay, increased potassium intake. Since mataas yung sodium, as what you can see in the pathophysio, so we will encourage decreased sodium intake. Okay. Third priority management for patient with diabetes insipidus. Monitor the weight. Okay? Monitor the weight. As I've said, weight is the sensitive indicator of water or fluid imbalance in our body. And fourth, prior management for diabetes insipidus, monitor the intake and output of the patient. Next, fifth prior, it's the medication. Okay, medication. Pag sabihin natin medication here in diabetes insipidus, the goal of the bakit nagmi-medicate tayo, bakit nagbibigay tayo ng gamot, the goal here is to prevent urination. Yan po yung ultimate goal natin. Yan po yung ultimate goal natin dito. So the drug of choice for diabetes insipidus is gamot ends with Presin. Drugs end with Presin. Examples of drugs end with Presin is we have here vasopressin. Okay? If wala po kayong makitang vasopressin, okay, hanapin si desmopressin. Okay? Hanapin si desmopressin. Tips to remember. Tips to remember about the Presins. The route of administration for Presins is intranasal. Okay? Intranasal. And then, one more reminder. Pag-administer mo ng Presin, intranasal. Pag-administer, the time that you administer Presin intranasal, you have to remind yourself that you do not directly point the spray. Do not directly point the spray at the tip. Do not directly point the tip of the spray. The tip of the spray to the nose nostril. Okay, and then please put star of do not directly point the tip of the spray to the nostril. Okay, and then for the management of autoimmune, the management for autoimmune disorder, the management for this is corticosteroids. Okay, congratulations. We're done with diabetes insipidus. Please copy. Any question? Clarification? And learning po ba tayo? Are you still with me? Are you still with me?
Yes, sir.
Learning
Learning po.
Learning.
Learning so much.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
May passer.
Yung ihi ng ihi sa ano natin.
Pwede po ba ako magturo ng tip? This is just a tip lang. Para baka makalimutan natin kung ano po yung gamot, kung ano po yung drug of choice for diabetes insipidus during the exam. Oo. Pwede po ba ako magturo lang, just want
Yes,
to
sir.
share a tip. Oo.
Yes, sir.
Para hindi natin
Yes.
para hindi natin makalimutan kung ano po yung drug of choice for DI during the exam. Okay. DOC. What do you mean by DOC? Drug of choice. Of DI, what do you mean by DI? Diabetes insipidus. Okay. Drug of choice for DI, you have to remember the word press it in. Okay? Press it in. Press it in. Does press it in sounds like presin? Okay? Does press it in sounds like presin? Okay? You have
Yes.
to press it in. You have to press it in. You have to pisilin para hindi makaihi ang pasyente. Okay? Ulitin ko. Does press it in sounds like presin? Yes. So you have to press it in, you have to pisilin para hindi makaihi ang pasyente. Nakuha? Yes, RN? Nakuha? If nakuha, I want to see exclamation mark sa chat box.
Sir, share ko lang din yung sa akin.
Yes.
Kasi di ba,
Ma'am.
press it, pinipisil ko yung ilong ko. Press in sa ilong, tapos kasi dun siya, ang route niya is sa nasal. Kaya kapag nakikita ko hindi ay, pinipisil ko yung ilong ko.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am, for sharing, ma'am. Kasi, ma'am, iba po talaga yung narinig ko po dyan. A story coming from one of our pastor, ma'am. Pinipisil niya yung ilong ng husband niya habang natutulog yung husband niya para hindi makahinga yung husband niya. Kasi mahilig daw magsimba.
Buti yun, sir. Iwas BPH.
Alam, kung tatanungin ko po kayo, kasi naririnig ko po to eh. Sabi ng asawa, "Sir, ano pa talaga yung oras ng simba sa Pilipinas?" Anong oras yung simba? Anong oras yung time sa simba sa Pilipinas? Anong oras mag-start?
5:30
AM. Kung sa morning, anong oras mag-start? Di ba may 4 po ba? May 4?
8 a.m.
5:30. Okay, 4
5
a.m.
yung
May
5 a.m.
Basta sabihin na lang natin 5 to hanggang anong oras ng gabi? Hanggang anong oras ng gabi?
Walang gabi, sir. Hapon
6
lang
p.m.
meron.
6.
Mga 5 a.m. to
Simbang gabi
6
ng
p.m. Di ba?
Pagtulog ng mga bata.
Merong 7,
Di ba?
7 sa Davao.
Di ba? 7. Hanggang 7 sa gabi.
7 ng gabi,
Pero,
sa Davao.
12
yan.
Simbang gabi.
Pero alam niyo po ba, sabi ng husband niya, bakit ang tagal mo nakauwi? Sabi niya, Sir, may simba po ba sa Pilipinas 7 p.m. to 2 a.m.? Sabi ko, ma'am, dapat klaruhin mo yan, ma'am. Kasi parang simbang gabi po yan, ma'am. No? Simbang gabi, 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. Yan po daw always simba. Yan po yung church time ng husband niya, 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. Yan, oo. So, kayo, mga asawa po dyan, dapat magdududa na kayo. This is just a friendly reminder na walang simba 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. Yan. Okay? Sige. Tell me if you're done. Tell me if you're done copying so that we can proceed to the next disorder. Dana? may nagme-message. Ano ba yan? Ano ba yung simba? Ang reply, behave kasi baka malagay ka sa waiting room. Okay, sige. Next. We're done. We're done with diabetes insipidus. The next topic is we're going to discuss sa yan. Okay? Sir, anong ibig sabihin ng SIAD? This is syndrome of inappropriate anti-diuretic hormone. Okay, this is the syndrome of anti-diuretic hormone. Okay, sir. Cause of SIAD, una, autoimmune. Okay, autoimmune. If hindi autoimmune yung cause, pakisulat ko dyan and kindly make a highlight. Small cell lung carcinoma. And please put star of small cell lung carcinoma. Sir, what is small cell lung carcinoma? That is your lung cancer. That is your lung cancer. Please copy first. Legendary USRN. Ano ibig sabihin ng star?
Ayuda.
Kasi may mga bago.
Ayuda.
Cleavage.
Kasi may mga
Cleavage,
Ayuda.
Cleavage.
Bonus.
Cleavage. Oo, cleavage eh. Kasi baka magtaka po yung mga ano dito, magtaka po yung mga bago. Star. Oo. Ano ba yung star,
Star kasi
sir?
malapit
Okay.
Bermans.
Ano po yan? Cleavage ni Choki Alawi. Cleavage ni Choki Alawi.
Akala ko, sir, kay Chogi.
Ay, parang next week pa magdi-discuss si Chogi, ma'am. Next week pa magdi-discuss si Chogi. Ano po yung napapansin niyo sa lecturer ngayon this week? 'Di ba mabait po yung lecturer niyo this week? No? Mabait,
Yes po.
inosente.
Chogi. Ay, Chogi pala.
Si Chogi. Oo.
Sir,
Chogi.
sana
Next
all.
week. Oo, kasi next week yung magiging lecturer niyo si Chogi yon, or also known as Chocolate, no? Chocolate. Siya 'yan. Siya po yung next week.
Hintayin namin si Chogi, sir.
Ano po yun? Mabait din yun. Mabait pero medyo bastos. Okay, sige. Pato Bisyo. Oo. Okay lang po ba? Okay lang po ba that magdi-discuss na naman tayo ng pathophysiology? Walang kamatayang pathophysiology, sir. Basta endocrine system. Okay lang po ba? Na i-discuss natin the pathophysiology of SIAD? Okay? If okay, I want to see exclamation marks sa chat box again. Yan. So, nagsisimula ito of the cause. Okay? Cause, it's either autoimmune or lung cancer. Okay. Because of the cause, this leads to increase the anti-diuretic hormone. Increase anti-diuretic hormone. Okay. Increase anti-diuretic hormone will lead to increase reabsorption of water. Okay? Nag-i-increase yung reabsorption. Nag-i-increase yung taga-hold ng water. No? Nag-i-increase yung taga-hold ng water. So ano po mangyayari? Pag there is increased reabsorption of water, there is increase, no, na nag-hold ng water because of increased antidiuretic hormone, magkakaroon po tayo dito oliguria. Okay? Oliguria. Hindi makaihi ang pasyente. Ano mangyayari sa tao na hindi makaihi? Magkakaroon po tayo dito fluid volume overload, no? Fluid volume overload. Okay? Sige. Signs and symptoms of fluid volume overload. Ano nga po yung naalala natin? Manifestation of fluid volume overload in our fundamental discussion. The patient will have distended neck vein. Tended neck vein. Ano pa? The patient will have weight gain. Okay? And then also the patient will show the manifestation of congestion. 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 Congestion in our heart. Okay? Congestion in our heart, yan po yung tinatawag natin the congestive heart failure. CHF. Okay? CHF. Congestion in our lungs. Yan po yung tinatawag natin the pleural effusion. Pleural effusion. And then congestion, or there is excess amount of water in our brain. Yan po yung tinatawag natin cerebral edema. Cerebral edema. Okay. Sir, fluid volume excess, fluid volume overload. Parang may naalala po kami, sir, abnormal laboratory value pag ang patient meron pong fluid volume overload. Definitely, yes, the patient will have decreased hematocrit level. Decreased hematocrit level, that is an indication of hemodilution. Okay? Hemodilution. And then the patient will have increased central venous pressure. Increased central venous pressure. So far, nakakasunod naman. New Simplify and Class Babies, nakakasunod po ba? So far, everything is clear? Wala po bang naiwan? Wala naman. Okay, let's continue. Let's continue. Okay, let's continue. Osmolality. Again, osmolality. Osmolality. Ang osmolality po ba, this pertains to our urine flow. Urine flow. Ang osmolality po ba pertains to urine flow? Yes. So there is oliguria. Oliguria. Hindi nakaihi yung pasyente. So ibig sabihin, the patient have here decreased osmolality. Decreased osmolality. And then osmolality and urine specific gravity are inversely proportional. We have here increased urine specific gravity. Okay? Urine specific gravity. Hindi nakaihi ang pasyente. This will also lead to electrolyte imbalance. Electrolyte imbalance. Okay, again, example natin dito. Ito po ba yung example ko kanina? Okay. Ito yung example ko kanina. The glass represents our body. Okay? Ang glass na to, ang baso na to represents our body. Ano po yung laman ng baso? You have here the salt. Okay? And then you also have here water. So inside the glass, supposedly inside the glass or inside our body, there is balanced amount of sodium and water. Inside the glass, there is balanced amount of salt and water. Ngayon, since hindi nakaihi yung pasyente, pero yung pasyente hindi nakainom ng tubig. So dinagdagan, ang nangyari po dito, yung glass dinagdagan mo ng water. Okay? Yung glass dinagdagan mo ng water. Yung glass dinagdagan mo ng water. So ano mangyayari sa glass? There will be increased amount of water in the glass. Question, what will happen to the concentration of salt or sodium inside the glass or inside our body? Lalabnaw po ba? Tatabang po ba ang katawan natin? Tatabang po ba yung concentration ng tubig, ng salt and water doon inside the glass? Yes. Kaya nakakaroon po tayo dito hyponatremia. Hyponatremia. Sodium and potassium again are inversely proportional. Okay? Sodium and potassium again are inversely proportional. So the patient here have hyperkalemia. Hyperkalemia will lead to cardiac anomaly. And that is the reason why patient have SIAD will have tall peak T wave. T wave. Tall peak T wave. Question. In our fundamentals discussion, if there is imbalance if there is sodium electrolyte imbalance. Ano nga po yung hina-highlight ko po doon? If there is sodium electrolyte imbalance, this will lead to neurologic manifestation. Neurologic manifestation. Okay. This neurologic manifestation is the cause of delusional hyponatremia. Delusional hyponatremia. Delusional hyponatremia will lead to altered level of consciousness. Altered level of consciousness will lead to seizure. Seizure will lead to increased ICP. Increased ICP will lead to coma. And coma will lead to death. Congratulations. That is the simple pathophysiology of your syndrome of inappropriate antidiuretic hormone. Please copy USRN. Learning?
Yes po.
Thank you.
Yes po, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sir Choki, may question po.
Yes, ma'am.
Yung delusional hyponatremia, it means po ba delusional?
Diluted
Or-
yung sodium. Diluted yung sodium in our body.
Thank you po.
Sir, bakit sir, hindi ko makonect? Side notes sa'yo dito ha. Side notes. Daanan lang natin to. Sir, hindi ko talaga makonect, sir, if na-dilute po yung sodium in our body, bakit po siya nagkakaroon ng neurologic manifestation? Could you still recall that sodium is the major electrolyte of the brain? Sodium is the major electrolyte of the brain. Di ba? So if there is sodium electrolyte imbalance, definitely the patient will show neurologic manifestation. Nakuha? USRN? Nakuha?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Po.
Normal value of your urine specific gravity. Wala, nakalimutan nila. Kanina pa yan, sinulat.
10.30. 10.0-10.030.
Okay, para hindi mahirap, ganito na lang. 10:10 to 10:30. Okay? 10:10 to 10:30. Hindi po yung ibang 10:10 yung iniisip niya. 10:10. Number yan. 10:10 to 10:30. 10:10 to 10:30.
Sir, ano po ulit yung 10:10 to 10:30? Di ko po narinig, sorry.
Normal level of your urine specific gravity.
Thank you.
You're welcome. What is the normal level of your sodium?
135 to 145.
135 to 145.
Yan. Okay, 135 to... Oh. Wala. Ano po yung, sino po yung na-miss natin dyan sa chat box? Oo. Yung, wala. Saan kaya si Sir Red? Bakit absent si Sir Red? Siguro, may nisikaso lang si Sir Red. May nisikaso si Sir Red. Wala pa yan si Ma'am Riri. Ano pa yan eh? Matagal pa si Ma'am Riri mag-take na exam. Matagal pa. Okay, reabsorbed salt on water. What is that? Is that antidiuretic hormone? Is that EDH or aldosterone? Reabsorbed salt on water.
Aldosterone.
Aldosterone. Reabsorbed water only. Antidiuretic hormone. Okay. Autocorrect answer for autoimmune disorder. What is the management?
Corticosteroids.
Okay. Ito po ba yung mga zone? Lahat ng zone? Yan po ba yung lahat ng zone? Okay. Prednisone, no? Your friend zone, and then your sin.
Wale.
Sinson. Basan daw, sir.
Oo, alam nyo, ako always biktima of this sin zone. Always lang ako sinisin zone. At ano po yan siya? Malapit na yung exam niya. Pag nagme-message ako sa kanya, kamusta? Always na ako sinisin zone. Alam niyo po ba bakit sinisin zone ako? Kasi natatakot po siya for one-on-one mentoring. Natatakot for one-on-one mentoring. Ano bang meron? So one-on-one mentoring? Wala naman doon sa sa one-on-one mentoring. Ay, pasensya may inuubo. Inuubo ako ngayon. Okay, can we proceed? Can we proceed to the management of syndrome of inappropriate antidiuretic hormone? Okay. Let's proceed to the management of syndrome of inappropriate antidiuretic hormone. Management for SIAD. First priority management for SIAD. Una, fluid. Patient have edema. Patient have congestion. What is our fluid of choice? Fluid of edema, patient have edema and patient have congestion. Our fluid of choice is hypertonic. Ito po ba yung solution na merong D? Kindly answer yes, or I want to see exclamation mark in our chat box. Yan. D stands for dextrose, and dextrose stands for glucose, and glucose have diuretic effect. Okay? Second priority management for the diet of the patient. Since in our pathophysio, the patient shows manifestation of increased potassium level. So we will encourage the patient to decrease potassium intake. Okay? And then, meron po dyan, there is decreased sodium dun sa pathophysio natin. There is decreased sodium level. So we'll encourage the patient to increase sodium intake. Okay? And then third, prio management for syndrome of inappropriate antidiuretic hormone problem. You have to monitor the weight. Again, weight is the sensitive indicator of fluid imbalance. Fourth, priority management for SIAD. You have to monitor intake and output. Intake and output. And then the fifth management, if this is your medication. Okay, medication. The goal here of the medication, no? The goal here of the medication, bakit ginagamot natin yung pasyente? Because the goal here is to promote urination. The goal here is to promote urination. Okay, to promote urination. The drug of choice, DOC, drug of choice, DOC, drug of choice. The drug of choice here is the meclocycline. Sir, teka lang. Teka lang po talaga, sir. Parang sa pagkakaalam ko po, sir, the meclocycline is an antibiotic. Correct. The meclocycline is an antibiotic. But the side effect of the meclocycline is diuresis. The side effect of the meclocycline, even though that the meclocycline is an antibiotic, the side effect is diuresis. Okay. Other medication for syndrome of inappropriate antidiuretic hormone, you have here potassium wasting diuretic. Diuretics. And then for autoimmune disorder, management is corticosteroids. Congratulations. We're done with syndrome of inappropriate antidiuretic hormone and its management. Please copy. New Simplify NCLEX babies, are you still with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Okay lang naman yung facing natin. Hindi naman mabilis yung facing natin. Lahat po ba nakakasunod sa facing natin?
Yes, sir. Okay lang.
Yes,
okay
sir.
lang.
Yes, sir. Okay lang, sir.
Okay lang. Nung college at nung NLE, sino po nahihirapan dito intindihin ang DI and SIAD? Or kinalimutan na lang talaga kasi hindi naiintindihan ang DI and SIAD. Minsan nga, no? Akala natin DI and DM are the same. Am I correct? Parehas lang kaya si DI and DM, 'di ba? Yun po yung meron pong mga nurses na akala nila si DI and DM is the same. Am I correct? Am I correct?
Yes, sir. Presitin po ba? Si Presitin po ba yung management natin, the drug of choice for DI? Si Presitin po ba? Si Presitin? Presitin. Yes, sir.
Presitin.
Yes po.
Presitin, pisilin para hindi makaihi yung pasyente. Hindi po yung ibang pisilin ha. Baka iba yung pisilin nyo. Hindi mapipisil yun. Not unless if maliit yun. I don't think so. An NCLEX.
all of the question in NLE are objective type of question. Are all objective type. What is the Holmer sign? What is the manifestation? What is the signs and symptoms? What is the management? Ganyan. Oo. Ganyan po yung mga question. At yan po ba? Yan po ba yung mga question na na-encounter natin doon sa NLE? Ano yung gamot? What is the herbal med for ubo? Di ba? Yun po yung mga gamot. Oh, yung mga
ulasimang bato.
ulasimang bato, oo, ano ba yan? Lagundi. Yun yung mga question of NLE. Okay? Yan po yung question of NLE. Now, I'll give you one example question of NCLEX. Patient complaining of pain more than 10 minutes. Okay, please diagnose first.
Myocardial infarction.
MI.
For the new Simplify NCLEX babies, for the new Simplify NCLEX enrollees. Nakuha? Anong ibig sabihin? What is your diagnosis with this?
To consider MI.
Okay, sabihin natin, consider MI, but MI po talaga yan. Oo. Kasi, eto, patient complaining of pain less than 10 minutes. What is that?
Angina.
Nakuha? Ano yung difference of NCLEX and LLE? Diyan lang. With that lang. Ganyan yung mga question. Ganyan yung mga question of sa NCLEX. Electrolyte is 125. What would you expect the patient will manifest?
Altered level of consciousness.
Altered level of consciousness or neurologic manifestation. Ganyan ang NCLEX. Ganyan ang NCLEX. So, okay, ganyan ang NCLEX. Ngayon, kung hindi ka nagre-review, nagsa-self-review ka lang, walang nag-guide sa'yo. Do you think PHRN ka? Do you have a 100% of chance to pass NCLEX?
No.
Mahirap, sir.
No.
So, I encourage you, don't be too complacent about NCLEX. Hindi ako nagsabi na mas mahirap si NCLEX. Okay? Hindi rin ako nagsabi na mas madali si NLE. But my point here is, let's master again the concept. Okay? Let's master again the concept, especially the pathophysiology. Kasi I am very sure during college, tinitake for granted natin ang pathophysiology. Am I correct? Nangungopya lang tayo ng pathophysio doon sa classmate natin.
Yes.
Or binabayaran po yung CI natin. No? Ma'am, sir, inom naman tayo, sir. Ako na bahala pang snack sa'yo, sir. Gawan mo ako ng pathophysio sa case study namin. Am I correct? Yan. Okay? So, yan. So, ano po yung kulang? Ano pala kulang ko, sir? That time, gumagraduate naman ako ng PSN, pumasa naman ako ng NLE. Pero ano po ba yung kulang ko during college? Actually, sa totoo lang, ang kulang mo during college, at ito po yung nangyayari sa karamihan, hindi mo pinafamiliarize yung pathophysiology of the every disease. Yan. Pero kung nag-graduate ka cum laude, summa cum laude, nursing, tapos na-master mo yung pathophysio, definitely, hindi ka mahihirapan sa NCLEX, I tell you. Pero still, mahihirapan ka. Kung you're a graduate of 2005, tapos wala ka ng NCLEX concept from 2005 up to the present, talagang nakakalimutan mo na yun. Okay, sige, before we'll take our break, let's discuss one topic. Okay lang po ba na magdi-discuss tayo? Isang topic lang?
Sir,
Before we'll take our
okay.
break? Okay. Sige, let's discuss. This is our third disorder. Let's discuss hypoglycemia. Okay. Hypoglycemia. Pag sabihin natin hypoglycemia, the capillary blood glucose nito is the CBG level. Now, the CBG level of hypoglycemic patient is less than 70 milligrams per deciliter. Okay? Bumaba, no? Bumaba yung CBG level, no? Capillary blood glucose ni pasyente. Okay? So, the signs and symptoms, no? Ano kaya, naalala niyo pa ba kung ano kaya yung let's everybody here experience hypoglycemia. Nakapag-experience na po ba tayo ng hypoglycemia?
Yes.
Hindi ka kain kasi nag-duty ka na agad, no? Yan po ba yung importance of mayroon talagang candy, no? Mayroon talagang candy sa packet po natin, no? Yan po yung the purpose bakit nagdadala ka ng candy all the time because of hypoglycemia. So signs and symptoms for hypoglycemia, you have here dizziness. Okay? Dizziness, ano pa? Weakness. Next, you also have here diaphoresis. Diaphoresis, pinapawisan. Okay? Namumutla, pallor. Okay? Pallor. And then tachycardia. Tachycardia. Now, kung hindi mo, inahayaan mo lang, okay lang yan. Arte lang yan. Oo, kasi OA yan masyado na tao eh. Oo, so hindi mo tinutulungan yung kaibigan mo kasi akala mo, kaartihan lang po yun. The complication of hypoglycemia is seizure. Okay, and this seizure definitely, as I've said, seizure will lead to increased intracranial pressure, and increased intracranial pressure will lead to comatose. And then ano pa? One of the complication of hypoglycemia is pagisulat, coarse tremors. And please put star of coarse tremor kasi yan po yung tinatanong recently, no? Na tinatanong about ano po daw one of the complication of hypoglycemia. Nakalagay po doon, coarse tremor. Please put star sa coarse tremor. That is an update. That's an update. Management for hypoglycemia complication. Okay, management for hypoglycemia complication. What is our management for hypoglycemia complication? Seizure, coma, coarse tremors. What is the management for this? Please analyze. Ano po yung management mo niyan?
Safety.
Monitor, safety, ano pa?
Report.
Your priority management.
Report.
Report to healthcare provider. Report to healthcare provider. Okay, let's go to the management of hypoglycemia. Management for hypoglycemia. Ulit lang. Copy mo na. Okay. Una, sa management, you have to give quick acting carbohydrates. Okay. Quick acting carbohydrate. But meron po itong nursing consideration. Okay, sulat to ha. This is very important. This is an update. This is an update. Pakisulat. Pwede ka magbigay ng quick acting carbohydrates if in your question, in your actual NCLEX question, no laboratory values present. Okay? Walang laboratory values present in your question. Okay? So walang nakalagay po doon that the CBG level of the patient is ganito, ganyan. Okay? So yan po yun. Pwede ka magkapagbigay kasi ito po yung common pitfall ng mga NCLEX candidate. Ang question nakalagay po doon, patient is unconscious. And then the nurse suspect that the patient shows manifestation of hypoglycemia. Walang nakalagay na laboratory value. Ano po yung ibibigay natin? Quick acting carbohydrates or yung D50-50? You have to give quick acting carbohydrates. Kasi walang laboratory value present. Okay, nakuha? Nakuha? USRN? Nakuha? Before I will proceed, I want to see exclamation mark first.
So, sorry, sir.
Tinuturuan ko lang po.
Sir, ano ibigay, sir?
Quick acting carbohydrates. Isulat ko pa ngayon, sir. Examples of the quick acting carbohydrates.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Oo. Basta ito lang po talaga yung babantayan nyo. Pwede ka magbigay ng quick acting carbohydrate basta in your question walang laboratory value present. Walang nakalagay po doon kahit ano. Walang CBG level. Wala. Ang sinabi lang po doon, the patient shows manifestation of hypoglycemia. And the patient is unconscious. O ano bibigay natin? Quick acting carbohydrate. Matic po yan. Matic. Examples of quick acting carbohydrates. Examples of quick acting carbohydrates. We have here cola. We also have here orange juice. Okay? Orange juice. Ano pa? We have here honey. Okay? Honey. Hard candies. Cracker. And yeah, yan lang. Okay, yan po yung common na nakikita natin.
Give those po if unconscious.
Ngayon, ma'am, before please copy first and then I will give you an example. Ay, parang nasa CR. Okay? Yun nga. Please check your microphone, no? Kasi parang DI. May DI. DI. DI yun. DI.
Panahon pa lang siya nakaihi na.
Okay. Okay, osmolality. Grabe yung mga term natin ngayon.
Agus.
Okay, agus yun. Osmolality yun. Okay, sige. Patient is conscious. Choice this is, ang choice po doon na makikita po natin. Patient is conscious. Ano ibibigay natin? Honey or cola?
Cola.
Yan lang.
Cola.
This is just an example.
Honey.
Okay. Since conscious yung pasyente, so there is no risk for aspiration. Am I correct?
Yes.
The patient is not at risk for aspiration. Kasi conscious yung pasyente eh. Di ba? Conscious yung pasyente. Okay. Pero kung SATA po yan, kung SATA question po, pwede po ba yung dalawa?
Yes.
Pwede po ba dalawa? Pag SATA. Di ba? Oo. Pero kung papipiliin ka lang, stand-alone question, isa lang. Ano yung pipiliin natin? It's cola. Kasi conscious yung pasyente. And then the patient is not at risk for aspiration. Okay. The other way around, other question, patient is unconscious.
Honey.
Okay. And then pinapapili ka, cola, honey, number 3, pulburon.
Hi.
Honey.
Pulburon. Pulburon ka. Pulburon.
Three.
Patay.
Bongga.
Parang pinaglaro ka.
I see you na.
Mare.
May masama kang balak, pulburon ibigay.
Pagkaaway, sir.
Yung isang package ng pulburon ng Goldilocks, binigay mo. Okay, sige. Ano yung pipiliin natin dito?
Honey.
Cola, honey, or
Honey,
pulburon?
sir.
Honey.
It's honey.
Take fluid.
Okay, honey. Or kung wala kang honey na makita po doon, kagaya sa inyo, yung mga iba po dito, wala talagang honey sa buhay nyo.
Again.
No? So, hanapin natin. Thicken fluid.
Yeah, thicken fluid.
Thicken fluid. Thicken fluid. Pero definitely, wala pang lumalabas na thicken fluid. Yung always na ang nakalagay doon sa choice is honey. Because patient is unconscious and then the patient is at risk for aspiration. Nakuha? USRN? You simplify and plus babies? Nakuha? If nakuha, I want to see exclamation marks sa chat box. Okay? Ilagay ko lang to dito?
Yes, sir.
Yes po, sir.
Okay, sige.
Sir,
Di,
pero
ano ko
kay
na lang?
kumare po, okay lang.
Kung kay kumare, sir, bigyan mo ng pulburon.
Yes po.
Pulburon talaga. Pulburon talaga ilagay mo doon. Pulburon. Tapos basain mo pa ng cola, sir, para malapot talaga. Para hindi na malunok agad. Okay. Sige. Let's continue. Okay na tayo? For the quick-acting carbohydrates? Okay na tayo? Okay na tayo? If okay, I want to see exclamation mark sa chat box before I will proceed to the next management for hypoglycemia. Okay. Number 2. Give glucagon via IV. Okay? Give glucagon via IV. Nursing consideration. Okay. You will give glucagon if laboratory value is present in the question. Okay? So kanina, patient shows manifestation of hypoglycemia and have CBG level of 40 milligrams per deciliter. Ano po yung ibibigay natin? Quick-acting carbohydrates or glucagon?
Glucagon.
Kasi mayroon pong laboratory value present in your actual NCLEX question. Nakuha? USRN? Nakuha?
Yes, sir.
Nakuha? Okay. Sige. If tatanungin niyo po ako, sir, ano kaya yung lasa, no? Definitely mayroon po kasi akong CI nung una. Actually hindi siya CI, it's a trainer ko dun sa Lung Center of the Philippines kasi I worked there and sa Lung Center of the Philippines nung una, LCP, QC. Pinatikman talaga sa akin. Kung pinatikim sa amin kung ano yung lasa ng glucagon. Para siyang Zest-O, orange juice. Ganun po yung lasa, ganun katamis. Zest-O, orange juice. Okay? Hindi ma'am, maganda.
City, pag sumakit sa obesity. Yes.
Ano po yun? Kung sasagutin ko yung Ma'am Riri, kung maganda po ba yung trainer ko, mas maganda ka pa nun. Mas maganda ka pa nun. Maganda yun, pero mas maganda ka talaga. So, yan. No? Okay? Sige, okay na po ba tayo? Okay na po ba tayo sa glucagon? Okay na tayo sa glucagon? Okay okay na tayo. And then, for infant, management for infant with hypoglycemia. Okay? Management for infant management for infant with hypoglycemia. Okay. Sige. No lab value. Pag walang laboratory value, infant merong hypoglycemia. Walang laboratory value. Ang management natin is breastfeeding. Okay? Breastfeeding. Okay, next. Next, if with, lagyan ko muna to ng letter A.
Sir, question lang, sir.
Yeah, let me finish first. The topic, sir, before you can ask question. Okay, B. If no lab value, infant, no laboratory value, management po natin, oral dextrose gel. Okay, oral dextrose gel, or give the 50-50. Okay, or give the 50-50.
Parang same lang sila, sir. No lab value.
No lab value, siguro
Ay,
sir.
no. Sorry.
Yes.
Sorry. If with laboratory value. Sorry, my bad. Okay. If with laboratory.
Yes.
Okay. Please copy.
Yun,
Thank you
sir.
very much.
Ayun, sir, yung question, sir.
Please, question.
Sa infant, sir, how do we determine na hypoglycemic na siya?
Okay. Sige. Signs and symptoms of infant with hypoglycemia. Ito po, sir, pakisulat. Correct. Signs and symptoms is GT-RNS. GT-RNS. What is GT-RNS, sir? Okay. GT-RNS is seizure. Did I answer your question, sir?
Okay, sir. Thank you po.
Where do you wanna go?
Sir,
Yes, sir.
follow-up question, sir.
Please.
So patient, in my analysis, the mother can only breastfeed after the seizure.
Yun nga, sir, if ngayon, sir, common po napapansin natin, sir, is eto po, sir. If the mother have gestational DM, no, gestational diabetes mellitus, it is expected na paglabas ni baby sa mother, the baby will be hypoglycemic. Okay, hypoglycemic. And then it is expected also that the baby will show manifestation of seizure or GT-RNS. Okay? Okay, sir. But in the question, kung wala kang nakita doon sa question, laboratory value, this is your management, breastfeeding. Okay? But hypoglycemic yung baby, mayroon po siyang GT-RNS, tapos meron pang laboratory value, yan po ibibigay natin na management. Did I answer your question, sir?
No, I'm just confused, sir, kasi let's take, for example, there is no lab value. And then, So definitely we can the mother can only breastfeed after the seizure. We can't breastfeed during the seizure, right?
Hindi naman siya yung seizure dito, sir, yung nagchi-chill yung pasyente, yung baby dito. Hindi naman siya yung chill yung baby na unconscious yung baby dito. Hindi. Hindi.
Because
Hindi.
what is my scenario of the seizure is like yung talagang
unconscious.
Opo, as in, hindi na siya makamanage to do the sucking or something like that.
Ang seizure, there are two types of
seizure yung meron ding seizure, sir, na asymptomatic seizure. Ano po yun? Ito is talaga siyang symptomatic seizure, yung typical na GTCS.
That is the petit mal seizure. Blank stare seizure po yun, sir. What you mean?
Yung general tonic-clonic seizure, sir. Ito ba yung refer
the tonic-clonic seizure, yun po yung there is muscle stiffening tapos na seizure. We can discuss. We can discuss that during the neuro. Madi-discuss natin the seizure. I don't know.
Just an addition po, just to be aware lang po sa mga patient with infant patient with seizure. Since I've been NICU nurse for 12 years, those seizures sa mga bata is different from seizures sa matanda.
Correct.
So, yes, tama po yung yung breastfeeding or feeding the baby with infant with hypoglycemia. Kasi seizure sa mga bata, you cannot, hindi niyo siya makikita na nanginginig talaga. You can just feel it by hawakan niyo lang yung mga patients sa extremities niya, and then you will feel the muscles moving. Hindi sila yung parang nagtotonic-clonic talaga. And makikita mo parang meron sila mga lip sucking, parang sinasak lang nila during seizure. So once you are very na doon sa pag parang na monitor mo na yun sa mga bata, and then have automatic report to the MD para sa sa RBS. And then while waiting for the doctor's order, we can feed the baby. Baby. And in one more thing, kapag kasi yung mga mother with DM, meron kaming every hour feeding talaga to avoid na yung hypoglycemia sa bata.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you very much, ma'am, for sharing. That is coming from an experienced NICU nurse. Okay? So, nasasagot na po ba lahat ng question natin ngayon? Nasasagot na. That is coming from a experienced NICU nurse. Alright? Sige po. So, okay na tayo? Okay na? Okay na? And then, congratulations. That's the end of hypoglycemia. It's 10:35 on my watch. No, it's 10:35 on my watch. Can we take our 15 to 20 minutes break? Okay lang po ba? Break muna tayo, no?
Yes,
Bladder
sir.
break, lahat ng klaseng break.